justice flows like the ocean's tides. I will lift my voice. I will lift my voice to worship you, my King. I will find my strength in the shadow of the Lord. It's a shame you can't play songs like that because you don't have time. You know, songs like feels like I'm broken, feels like I'm living for the very first time, living for the first time. Feels like I'm breathing, feels like I'm moving for the very first time. I'm living for the first time in my life. It's a shame you can't get to those songs, you know? It's like, it'd be a shame if you couldn't sing. Let's see how that will go. In case it... There is hope for the helpless, rest for the weary, and love for the broken heart. There is grace and forgiveness, mercy and healing. They'll meet you wherever you are. Cry out to Jesus. Cry out to Jesus. There's hope for the helpless, y'all sing. There is hope for the helpless, rest for the weary, love for the broken. There is grace and forgiveness, mercy and healing. He'll meet you wherever you are. Cry out to Jesus. Cry out to Jesus. It breaks my heart that I can't play. I don't know how to explain it, but I know the words will hardly do. Miracles with signs and wonders are enough for me to prove to you. Oh. Don't you know I always loved you? Even before the first time. When you turn away, I tell you still. Don't you know I've always loved you? And I always will. Oh, y'all sing it with us right here. And oh, I've always loved you, yeah. And I always will. Shame we can't get all those songs. But the one that we are going to play for you is one of my favorite third day songs of all time, and I don't remember what record, it was maybe on one of the Offerings records. I can't remember which one we ended up doing it for, but Offerings 2 maybe? It was on what? Wherever You Are. Wherever You Are, okay, it wasn't even right, it was on the Wherever You Are. But the first time we kind of came up with the idea for the song that we're about to do for you, actually, we were doing a song for a compilation record that had a lot of different artists on the album, and it was called Traveling Light. And it was a record that was, it was a book that was written by our good friend Max Lucado. And this record company was getting together the songs with a lot of different artists that would be inspired by the book, so they sent the book to us in advance, and we read it. And I came up with this idea that I was really excited about for Traveling Light. And I found out that the guy that was producing the album was the most famous Christian producer of all time, even to this day, still is, a guy named Brown Bannister. And you've probably seen Brown's name on a bunch of different albums. I mean, he's from the very beginning, he did all the early Amy Grant records, a bunch of Petra records, and White Heart albums, and Stephen Curtis Chapman, and Michael W. Smith, and you just go down the list. He's worked with a ton of great artists, and also Third Day. But before I'd ever met Brown, I was really excited because I thought I'd finally get a chance to meet this guy. I've been listening to his records that he works on for years, and I get to present to him this song idea that I've really felt like the Lord gave me, right? So I'm really excited about this. So I'm a little prideful, to be honest with you. So I sit down with him, and I share the song. We meet face to face, and I tell him how, a big fan I am, and I say, all right, here's a song I feel like the Lord gave me, and I play it. And I'll never forget, Brown is just has such a great heart, such a loving man, such a great, kind man. He looks at me with just these kind eyes, and he says, Mac, what else you got? I said, well, I kind of like this idea. I feel like the Lord's giving me this song. And he said, it may be because the Lord didn't want it. He didn't say that, really. He didn't say that part. But I felt that way. But we sat there and we talked for a little while together, and we started writing a song together, which was even cooler because